Welcome back to the Five. Well, last night the Senate tried again to vote on President Obama's jobs bill, but it failed to get the support needed. Now we're hearing that Democrats are going to break it down and vote on parts of the bill piecemeal. So Kimberly, last night couldn't get the votes needed, and now Schumer's coming out saying, well, we're going to cherry pick some of the items out. We're going to try and pass them individually. Looks like the House is going to do the same. So they might be able to cobble some things together. And the good news is they are doing the trade bills, the same trade bills Obama has had on his desk for a very long time.
I mean, it's just sneaky, isn't it? They're going to strip it down like a stolen car and take the pieces and push it through, sell it on the market till it all of a sudden, and reassemble it once they get it all together. I mean,
I disagree.
Go ahead.
I disagree. I think this is wonderful.
You love it.
You do?
I would like to explain it, though, using one of my tortured metaphors.
All right. It's about that time.
I look at this jobs bill as the band In Sync. In Sync, okay band. But really, in order to enjoy the true artistic merit of those members, they had to break it up. You needed to enjoy Justin Timberlake for what he was, and Justin Timberlake essentially is the trade bill. You see what I mean? You don't need Lance Bass, which is essentially the taxes.
I agree with that part.
No, who's in...
Well, what's Joey Fatone?
When
Can you tell me what's Joey Fatone?
Joey Fatone is infrastructure. He's infrastructure. Having woken up every night in my bunk bed, staring up at them as a poster.
God.
It sounds like you still do.
Off.
It's very odd, but explains quite a bit.
Well, you used to stripping the car, which was a negative. I was talking about a band, which was positive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
Can I jump in here a little bit? Look, yesterday Mr. Obama hung out with his Jobs Council. Now, we need to point out the 27-member Jobs Council is littered with Obama bundlers and supporters, GE, Facebook, et cetera, et cetera. And what they decided to do is exactly what Chuck Schumer mentioned, pull apart the $447 billion bill, take pieces that they like, and literally he said this. He said, regardless of congressional approval, go ahead and pass pieces of the bill going around Congress.
We have that sound. Take a listen to Obama telling America that we're going to circumvent Congress.
We're not going to wait for Congress. Scour this report. Identify all those areas in which we can act administratively without additional congressional authorization, and just get it done.
Yeah, just get her done. Just
Imperial
get her done.
president. So, Juan, there are two things in here that are good. I think you would agree, the relaxing regulation, Eric, and there's more energy development there. But the rest of it, Juan, does that really have a chance of anything happening? This is just stimulus all over again.
You know, sometimes I come on this show, I sit quietly because I'm like, wow. But let me tell you, Republicans in Washington actually like a lot of this bill. They certainly want to make sure that the payroll tax cut doesn't go away at the end of the year. I think most Republicans would say that's a great idea.
Agreed.
How about tax breaks for hiring veterans? Oh, good idea, say most Republicans.
But Juan,
what
that's
about
going to be
teachers?
passed through Congress.
Let me just say.
So why not let Congress do their job?
They are going to do it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That these elements, you know, are in fact very popular. And let me just tell you something from a political point of view. You keep hammering the president, but you know what most Americans think? Yeah, you should raise taxes on the very rich, especially millionaires. And guess what? His numbers as the manager of the economy, President Obama's numbers are going up, and guess whose numbers are going down?
Well, you're talking about the jobs bill. Eric's talking about the Jobs Council.
No, the Jobs Council.
I guess we need a Jobs Council, another council.
is more than willing to usurp Congress.
Right.
Juan, I don't know what you're talking about. If everyone in America loved the idea of taxing millionaires and billionaires, then the Senate would have passed. They couldn't even get it through the Senate.
No. Guess why? Because Republicans have formed this block of intransigent. They won't do anything that's suggested by President Obama.
Republicans.
They need, of course, they need Republicans.
He can't even get complete support
you got to
of his
stop
own
the
party,
filibuster.
Juan.
Sources on the Hill are telling us that even Democrats are saying behind closed doors that the strategy now and the best hope of winning in 2012 is class warfare. And so they're going to try and pass this millionaire's tax separately, on its own, as many times as they can.
Yes. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's at play right now. Okay, this is all about 2012. It's about getting Obama reelected. They're going to do it whatever way they can. This is their approach. This is the way they think they're going to be the most successful in doing it.
But I think it's going to backfire.
It is backfiring.
Because if you look at the Occupy Wall Street and you see those are the people that are for class warfare and taxing the rich, the rest of America is going to go like this.
So is that why the administration and Democrats are supporting Occupy Wall Street? Because
They're
they're just an echo chamber of this message?
They're going to support it until they realize it's a mistake.
Before we go,
Yeah.
can we show how Mr. Obama spent last night? Here's his solution to the jobs program. Take a look. Do we have a picture of this? Oh, there he is. Another beer summit. It's like his fifth beer summit, by the way.
Oh, stop. Look, he's having a beer with unemployed people at a time of high levels of unemployment in this country.
I hope he picked up the
He's
bill.
drinking that Guinness right there, and the Senate is voting down his jobs proposal, which, by the way, we waited for like 2 months until his vacation was done, his bus tour is done.
Well, he picked up the bill with
failed.
our money, right?
There you go.
But they didn't order any
Other people's
apps,
money.
which was good.
But you know what? He is having a beer with construction workers, and if my poll numbers were where his is, I would be drinking a beer myself.
Oh, my
All
God.
day.
I'd be drinking a stiff mark.
You guys are so petty. You know, it's just
I like the
Obama
beer
bad.
session.
Petty,
All right.
petty, petty.
We've got to take a quick break, but up next, we're going to tell you about what could be Cylindra. Greg, did you hear that? Part 2. Don't go away.
Pull me off of my knees. Jack, get back. Come on before we crack. Lose your blues.